Greetings, greetings, greetings. And hey, welcome again to Girl. It's What Don't You Know? I'm sorry, I got the wrong show up, but don't matter. This is what we talk about today. The What Don't You Know, right? So we have some guests on here, some gentlemen, right? On here, and we're going to be talking about the subject of real men, real talk about relationships. Wow, how exciting. So we're going to be showing this. Let me show it. Poppin' Ain't Easy Part 2. It's going to be real men talking real about relationships, right? So I'm Marilyn Green again, and I am always the hostess with the mostest. And what I need you to do for me is to like, to share, and subscribe, So I really would appreciate it if you could. So this is how we're going to do this. I'm going to talk to these gentlemen about 30 minutes. And then if you're on Facebook and you look at where I posted, you're going to see the live stream link that you can actually click on it and you will be backstage, and then I can put you on stage. If you hear something fine, you say, hey, I want to get in on that, and hey, I want to talk about that. So, all right. So without further ado, I'm going to put the men up. Y'all ready? I hope y'all are. Okay. First person I'm going to bring up here is Danny. You're going to come to the stage. I'm adding you. Hey, Danny, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
All right. The second one we got is Mac. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then we're ready to go. I'm looking at it in order. Mrs. Sam, are you ready to go up? There we go.
Ready.
Hey, Sam. Hey. Then we have Mr. Mike Boyd coming in. And then we're going to have Mr. Singletary. I'm going to put it on right now. There we go. So everybody should be up there. And let me hide this and then make it a little bit bigger. Okay, then. Y'all ready for tonight or what?
Let's get it in.
You think you're ready? Now, everybody was pretty excited about me having the men on. I'm excited about it too, okay? So we'll see. Bruce, I like the way you put that Bruce right there. I like that. Can you hear me, Bruce?
Say what?
Oh, yes, we can hear you. You there.
Right.
All right, then. So this is how we do it. I'm going to ask a question, and if y'all start looking like you want to answer, like shaking your head or saying like would, then I'm going to call you. Okay, just like we in school. So here's the first question. First is a statement. Okay, the word on the street, women that I know and women that I don't know, and I'm thinking they're thinking this, okay? So let me just say that first and foremost. They are saying that men nowadays want them to chase them. So what's your thoughts on that? How true is that? That they feel like that. Should they be feeling like that? Or what is it on the street? And I'm going straight to you. You look like you're going to take something wrong or do something wrong.
Me?
Do it. Okay?
Me?
Yeah, you up.
Okay. I don't know if that was Brother Max. He mentioned it. The chase part, I think that to a certain degree, if you in a dating stage, sometimes you want that person to pursue you somewhat, not chase you to the point where you just you use ghosting, not chasing you to the point where you have to ghost them, but at least to the point where you show some interest for as coming at the woman coming at the guy, or I think that you interesting, or it's something about you, or because sometimes women have to be able to pursue the guy too. I mean, but most of the time it's always the men pursuing the female.
You said most of the time. So why do they say that then? Okay, anybody else want to jump in? Mike, come on, tell me. I know you talk to a lot of people. What the men saying out there? What they saying, that they want that woman to chase them?
Nah, I think in the line with Dane, I think the bottom line here is men do want would like to know that there is an interest from the female side, and we're going to do what men do. We're going to pursue you, but if we don't feel like that pursuit is getting any traction, it's like, hey, I'm just going to leave it at that. It's just an interest, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to pursue somebody if they don't show that they have some interest in my interest in them.
Okay.
So I don't think it's necessary for a sister to chase a brother, but if we do want to know that there's some interest.
Okay, so let me. Anybody else add? Sam, you want to add anything in that? Who? Anybody want to add?
I want to add.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
I think I would be interested in knowing what the sisters mean when they say men want them to chase them or pursue them. So before I answer my question, I would want to know what they mean, because all the brothers were right. But I want to know what they mean. Give me an example of them and chasing them, because I think that, like the brother said, if I'm talking to you,
I think that's coming from a woman's point of view,
right? But
that's the problem.
Well, I mean, I understand.
I don't have any information on what they.
But I get that, Bruce. But let me give you some rules of engagement right now. So, what you're going to need to do, and I know it's having a technical difficulties, what you're going to do is comment on it, okay? As far as, I don't know what they mean. I'm just throwing it out there, right?
Okay, well, I'll comment.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it means. I think it's nonsense. That statement is nonsense.
So Bruce Bruce says nonsense. That isn't true. Okay, so let me see what somebody said here. Jesse Fowler said women are too manly nowadays, bossy, and don't listen. Wow. Jesse Fowler, they too bossy. So are you saying, Jesse Fowler, and you comment on this too, or anybody else? Do y'all think they too manly? What y'all say, panel? Y'all think they too manly?
Let me go first. I don't think that, since I don't know, but I don't think they're too manly, too bossy, or too ever. I think that may be that brother's perception. No two brothers are the same, and he had to explain. I don't think they're too manly, too bossy. I think a lot of times they could come across controlling. They believe that I'm the prize, so you do what I say, how I say do it, and do it in the time that I say do it. When brothers don't do that, then there's a problem. So I think that may be an issue for some women, but I'm not going to say all women. I think that I think that, so I would never say manly, too bossy. I would say that the expectations may be, I'm the prize, you do it, I say I don't have to do nothing to sit here. But like we said earlier, as men, as people, and as a clinician, when I sit down and talk to people, I hear brothers say, if I'm doing all the calling, if I'm doing all the rate, if I'm doing everything, and you're not even saying, let me do something to show that I'm reciprocating that interest, then you get what you get.
Wow. Okay. All right then. Okay. Anybody else want to comment on that about women being too bossy? But it's being too bossy. If you think they so bossy, will that make you kind of like stand down as far as going back to the first question, chasing them or whatever, pursuing them because they so bossy? If that's how you feel, right?
Right. No, if I'm talking, I don't trying to get to know.
Yeah, but everybody is gonna associate bossy with something different. That's the problem.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that's just like when men are told, you cocky, and it's really just confidence.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of on the same line as that. You know what I mean? And like Bruce said, it depends on the individual, because to me, a woman that can speak her mind and express herself and maybe not the way that society says she should do it, I think that's something positive. That's me personally.
Yeah.
So I count that as a plus. You know what I'm saying? Some men do want women that are really, really soft and really, really sweet. Some men want women that have a little edge to them, and still be feminine. So it's levels on that. That's where I'm going with that. That a bossy could
right.
Yeah,
Angela put it right. She said perception is in the eye of the beholder. It's basically how you see it, how you look at it. Okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, let's go on to another question here. Okay, so do you think it's proper to ghost the person?
So who?
What?
What does that mean?
To ghost the person.
What does
For
that mean?
example, they getting on your nerve real bad and stuff. You just say, I'm just gonna ghost them. I'm not going to just tell them the reason why I'm done or whatever. You just stop talking to them. Do you think that's appropriate?
If you gotta go through that as an adult, that's a problem. Because any adult, grown adult, should be able to talk anything out.
Right.
Honestly. And then if you don't see eye to eye, then you make that decision if you want to call it ghosting or just not dealing with each other anymore. But that to me is childish, to be honest with you. And it depends on the severity of what the offense was, put it that way.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what else, Mac? Let me add something real quick. It's also if it's something that this person's been stalking and acting wild and
right.
and you know, then
you always
ghosting
gonna
is
have your exceptions and your extremes, you know.
exactly.
But just generally speaking, as adults in relationships, you should be able to converse with the other person if everybody is on board and honest about what you developed and created. It's just that simple. When it comes to things like this, it's not a lot of gray area with me. Just to let people know, something about me is I'm all about solutions. If there's a problem, I'm about solutions, and that's how I view a lot of this stuff. Just to be honest with you,
it's about. I mean, Sam, I want you to jump in now because Sam and I talked a little bit. I forgot what we at the event, and you talked about communication, Sam. I think that's laying right down the foundation of what Mac is talking about. It's all about communication, right?
True,
yes,
true. Communication is everything. I believe if you get an understanding of each other communication, I think it goes much smoother. Now, what do communication look like to each other? We have to learn each other love language. We have to learn each other uh, woos and woes of communication, because when I communicate with you may not be the same the way you communicate with me. My voice may be louder and may have some emphasis behind it, but no intent harm. But if you take it that way, then it throws the whole conversation off. So it's about, understanding each other communication.
Okay. Now, Ursula writes that you should ghost them. Ursula, I think you're talking about that. If they're a mental case, unless they're a mental case, you need to talk it out. And she's kind of talking about what you're talking about, Sam, basically, to just talk it out. Don't do all that ghosting. Because like Angela says, ghosting is avoidance. You just saying, I just don't even want to deal with this. I just don't want to deal with it. Now, let me read what this person, Jesse Fowler, okay? Who know Jesse Fowler? Anybody on here? Anybody know him? Okay. He said he don't want to date another man. That's how they come across. He talking about the women out there, y'all. So if y'all on Facebook, y'all gonna have to get him in his comments and his reply. Y'all need to get him, okay? That's all I'm saying. Just get him, okay?
Why?
I'm so wrong. Just get him. I'm just going to say, ladies, get him. Everybody that's on there going to deal with him. Okay, listen. Here's another question. Here. Let's see here. Here's a good one. All right. What did you have to unlearn about love? What did you have to unlearn about love? Meaning, going into any type of relationship, there's a possibility that you might get in love. I hate to say fall. That sounds so terrible. Fall in love, get in love, be in love, or whatever. What did you have to unlearn? You may have thought it was and it wasn't. Okay. Tell me something. What did you have to unlearn? Go ahead, Bruce.
I had to learn that love, people say that love is unconditional. Love is conditional.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to do something on my little, let me do my little sound face. Give me a chance, okay? I think I want to do it again. Hold on.
That was the sound.
Love is conditional. Bruce, go for it. I love that one. Go for it. Tell us.
People say love is unconditional. Well, if you say love is unconditional, then the condition is that it's unconditional. Love is conditional. Love happens when the conditions are right. It's not like unconditional means I could be an asshole.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce. You didn't hear the running show. You can't cut here.
See, love is unconditional. Love is
You ain't got a sound for that? You should have a sound button for that.
Right.
That-
Where's the sound button at?
I'm about to fall out of love with you.
All right,
Okay.
my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay, get it right. Start
I
over, Bruce. You gonna get the gunshot sound. Let me.
Yeah, that sound. Okay, well,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
And nobody's familiar with that. My bad. Love is conditional. It just like it's conditional.
Okay.
And by that, if you're saying it's not, then when you meet somebody, you can treat them any way, do anything, and be anything, and they're supposed to accept it and be okay with it. Even in dating, if you say, "Well, it's conditional," people will say, "I expect you to do this. I expect you to do this. I expect you to text me during the day." That's a condition. Then if you don't meet that condition, then people will either clown you, be upset, or not talk to you. I had to learn that love had the fact that love is unconditional. It has conditions.
That's right. What's your thoughts on that, Mac? Tell us. What's your thoughts?
Here's the thing. A lot of people think love is like if you show somebody love and that's the same type of love you're supposed to get from them.
Oh,
and
that's
that's where a lot of people's problems come in, because that love you may get back is the way they feel how they should love you. And that's where things get mixed up, in my opinion, on that.
Right.
On that
True.
point.
That's
to
true.
be honest with you.
That is a true statement.
That's what I learned, because that's what I learned from it. So
okay, what you have to unlearn? What did you have to unlearn about love? The love don't love nobody. Just go for the song. Love.
Well, let me
Love don't love nobody. Okay, that's what I had to unlearn. I'm like, hey, they don't love nobody. Go ahead, Danny, tell us.
I think so the things that I say may be my personal opinion. Okay. All right. So I think that sometimes when we meet people and we think that they should be able to show you the same affection or the same love that you give, it depends on what their experience of life been. Some people might not even know how to even express what love is. If you haven't seen it or you haven't experienced it, you won't know. And then at this age, I'm 57. At this age, people have been through some stuff. So I don't, so you meet people, they send a representative, and I just want somebody to love me. Dude,
why they gotta have that voice? Wait a minute, hold on. Why is that the voice?
That's what women talk. I just want somebody to love me. Really? I didn't watch you for
the voice.
I didn't watch you for 10 years. I didn't see you go through 4 relationships. I'm saying, do you want love or do you want things to be your way?
Because I think I would go for C, all the above. I want both.
Can't have both.
Okay, I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Miss
Anita Roddy is in the house. I'm sorry. She said love is a language.
Yes, it's a language and an action. So you got so sometimes you might try to express or show somebody love, and they've never experienced what it really is, and then that could scare them too. This can't be real. I don't know. It just everybody express love in a different manner. Depends on where you meet them in life.
That's right. Sam, you want to say something?
hey, love is like that divider behind you, comes in many different form of fashion and circles and whatever. I see she said love is a language. It could be, but then you always hear this, love is action. You know what I'm saying? So some people, it's what you're making, and you got to understand love. I mean, is there really a definition of love? What is love? What does love look like to each and every last one of us?
That's right.
And right now, all the brothers are saying is, hey, you got to, you know, you have to give us a chance to understand what your love is and what our love is.
That's right.
And only two people that matters to that love is the two in that relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who am I to say your love is wrong or y'all love is wrong? If it works, if the love works for you and you too, then that's all it is. It is what it is.
Okay, wait, hold on. You got to. I love this.
My man, right.
But it's
I love
true. It is so true. It is so true. And Anita says we have to understand how a person interprets love in order to communicate love to them. You know, I think you are saying the same things. It's like, how do you love? What's your definition? Now, let me say something on that. I talked about on my first show, the ladies, about a Google form, okay? An application. Bring it out here again about, I see you smiling, Mike. Okay, what are you guys thinking about an application that says something? What is your love language? And you got like 5 little things you can check. Okay, wait a minute, Bruce. I see your hand, Bruce. I think that nowadays, at this big old age, this big grown age, I forgot what she said last time, we need to cut to the chase with all this. Okay, either you know what you want or you don't. So using a Google form is a form for me of speed dating. Okay, let me send you this link. I know y'all on trip. Let me send you a link. You fill it out. Okay, it's like an application. And I would have it on there. What's your love language? And love language may not be a love language I won't even deal with. Okay. So you get what I'm saying? Because we have to stop all this playing around. You know, do you like me? Yes or no? Come on, man. Look, what is it gonna be like at this point? Okay, all this continual. Let's play this. Let's play patty cake. Let's cut that out. Bruce, what was you gonna say? Go for it. I'm sorry. I need to go on and do explosion bomb. What I said, I liked it. Okay.
That would be interesting because even that application would be relevant because you would make the application based on what you want, and you never let your wants exceed your needs. And even if I checked every box when we got together, how we were treated, how we were loved before, all those things create a different blend, and that's not going to work. You can do it for a game, but once you meet the person and we're interacting,
did you say a game?
we're playing this game. That's what I said.
I'm not forgetting
Wait.
right here. I'm saying this, Bruce, that once they fill that application, and I'll just go there, I know whether or not I even want to deal with you. Okay.
Well, okay.
Right off.
Hold up.
I'm sorry. I tripped. I'm sorry, Bruce. I'll calm down. I'll calm down.
Take a deep breath.
What the? Oh,
Whatever he did is over. Let it go. All of them.
Oh.
I'm saying that when I say playing the game, when you're playing a game of life, those questions aren't going to help you. When you interact, like the brother said, love is when you interact, because what those questions don't answer is how you were hurt, how you were loved, where you learned love, and what do you want? And they'll say is never let your wants exceed your needs. But if that's how you want to do it, say if you don't check these 10, I ain't going to deal with you. That's cool.
But that's not what I'm saying, Bruce, and I'm not going to be talking just to you because we can talk later on with this stuff right here. But let me just say this, that it's a starting point for me, okay, to say, okay, let me see what, and then it's also my Google form is a great idea, like Mellow George says, okay. I believe everything what you're saying, Bruce, that it's going to be the questions I put on there. But guess what? He can send me an application. I don't care. You know, but I'm trying to say, my point is this, that we need to stop playing the game. Just come straight up of saying, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like that. And if that ain't what you like, then we don't need to even try to play that maybe I'm going to change them. Maybe I'm going to do this. And maybe it's all about being transparent. That's all I'm on.
Right. And application is about communication. Sometimes people don't know to communicate like that. So you give them an application. It allows them to communicate without feeling. Then you don't got a deal. No love lost, no love gained.
Hey, you got me now. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on that,
The
Dan? And what you think
application,
about
I'm
the
gonna be honest
application?
with you, the application is part of the game.
Thank you.
You think it's a
Yeah.
game?
No,
I
not
actually
he's
do.
not saying the game like you're playing. It's part of the process.
It's
Thank
a
you.
game. The big
But
thing to me is, I mean, it's going away from what we saw with our parents and how those relationships lasted for years and all the struggles and everything they went through. It was because everything was face to face.
Yep.
And all this stuff that's added on, applications or sites, things like that, that just creates more space to have more issues. And
you
the
think
only way
so, Matt?
I do.
Right.
Because you're not getting every, nobody is coming to any of that stuff genuine. I don't care.
Okay, let's stay right there. Let's stay right there. Let me take a note on that one. Genuine.
So,
I come
and to piggyback on that, just to piggyback on that, there's a level of, when you get there, there's a level of, let's talk about maturity. Because you only get there unless you have the maturity.
Right.
And a lot of times, just because we're grown, we look it and whatever, you may not have the maturity of it. An application doesn't necessarily mean that it comes on a piece of paper and the application is there. You can just walk up to me and start asking me all these type of questions. And then we brothers will be like, hold up, where you coming from? You know, am I in an interview?
Yes.
You know, am I in an interview?
Or
But
just
then,
start worrying about giving you the right answer to your question. You
right.
know what they think, you know, that's
the right answer, Mac, is the truth. Your truth.
Well,
That's
no.
the right
but
answer.
you're gonna have.
Wait a minute,
Go
hold
ahead,
on. Mike, you want to
But
say
you
something?
wa-
Go for it, Mike.
And I'm gonna pick it back on what Sam said and what Bruce has said, what's been said. I think, Marilyn, you said this earlier. You're meeting the representative. Now that person gets in, he check all the boxes and everything.
He be
But
lying.
now you find out you got a representative that hey, they fake you out.
He is a representative.
What
But
do you mean?
when I say, let me
Say.
just go on and say, okay, I'm not gonna be wasting. Y'all gonna say, Marilyn, you pathetic. I don't care. I ain't
No.
gonna be wasting my lipstick coming out for a person that's the next. And I'm like, oh no, he ain't my type right now. I can't do this. Okay. I know it's pathetic. I know it's vain. I know it's all that, but that's me. Okay. But
Hey, Marilyn, I think anybody can give you 120 days. We can fake you out for a while.
oh, then you can.
Yeah. Until we know until we know that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna keep this other on hold here on deck because this ain't going nowhere.
Oh wow! Wait a minute. Let's stay right there. Let me stay right there for a minute. Hold on, Mike. You said something.
Sorry, girl.
You know you didn't mess up. You know I feel to pull it. I'm going to pull it. Okay, on that one, we can pull you out. What's the right terminology, Mike, to use? We can just keep on going with this thing. What you saying, Mike? Help me out a little bit.
I just said it. I can go through this honeymoon period with you, and I can go through all your checking the boxes and everything, and say everything that you want to hear, possibly. And at the end of the day, I'm just like, okay, until I get what I'm here to try to get. It may not be totally about the relationship and the commitment. It could just be one to getting in the draws or something.
Yeah. And based upon what you said. And Marilyn, based upon what you said, you judging a person by his physical attributes, because there's no way you can learn a person based upon that application. That man may be the best man for you, but you dismissed him because of the application.
Right.
And also, Sam, you're right. I will dismiss him. And let me just roll into something else. I'll dismiss him because maybe what he said triggered me from some of my old stuff, right? And I'm gonna make him pay a tax on what this other person did. Now I'm going to admit, that's why Marilyn be rolling sometimes.
We know.
I'm good. What you mean? Did you say we know?
Well, I can. I can't speak for everybody.
I'm just saying.
But
The bottom line, what you all said it all up, the application, are you sure? I'm not sure I'm gonna even get the genuine, the real person anyway, right? I'm gonna get
Right.
that person that's gonna go on and play the game or the process or whatever she's trying to say I need to do and all that and stuff, right? But in the long run, I'm gonna do what I need to do to win. Is that what you're saying? I'll put it nicely.
Tonight.
Yeah.
And see,
nice.
you looking for what you want. You're looking for what you want. You're not caring about what that man wants. So how can you understand what that man wants when he answering just your questions?
Right. Good
Yeah,
point.
but wait a minute, hold on, Sam. I'll give him a
Good
chance.
point.
He can ask a few questions.
No,
I'll
you're
give him,
not.
wait a minute, I'll give him a little box at the bottom, a little bitty box
No.
for him to ask me one or two questions.
No.
And then wait, Sam, let me go and stir it up. I'm gonna tell him what questions he can ask me.
Well, with that method right there, you're gonna have to get another application together again 6 months down the road.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Okay, Matt, I'm gonna have to call you, Matt. Can you help me out on my application? Okay, I'm gonna need some help, but I don't think application is not. It sounds so rude and so hard. And I know. The ladies last time they weren't having a problem with it, but you men saying, "Hey, wait a minute here with this application."
I have a comment. I have a question. Why instead of sending me sending the blank application, just write down everything you want and need and send it to the dude, and he can say, "I'm not doing that because I'm real. I ain't got time to play. I ain't playing with you. I ain't placating. I don't have a representative." And I'm giving example. I met this sister. We were having fun. We were kicking. All of a sudden, in the middle of the process, she said, "You got to put a ring on it." I was like, "I'm out," because that's not what you said in the beginning. And that it's the same shit we've been saying. We've been
Bing, 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 bing.
One more time, Bruce. One more time, Bruce. You getting kicked out. I ain't playing. I already told y'all.
Kick me out. I ain't mad. No love lost. No love gained.
I know it ain't. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna keep on with you. Go ahead.
It's not just men. It's people coming to relationships, and as long as they get what they want, like they will choose to stay until they don't get what they want. As long as things stay the same, they will stay or leave, or in the middle of it, they will change. Well, I'm giving you this, but now I'm not going to give it to you until you give me this. You can't change the rules of engagement in the middle of a process.
Right.
Well, my process is.
What's your process is? What's your
process? You
can
give me the application. If it's something that I like about you, I'm not even gonna read over your application because I'm just gonna say, well, I like her smile. Her smile is nice. That do it for me. It's not that she might be a neat freak. It's not that she want me to call as soon as I get off work. It's not out of that. It might be something small that I like about her.
Well, I need you to do that, Dan. I need you to call me every 5 minutes. I need you to call me every 5 minutes.
And to speak off of him, that's where we going with it. All it's got to be really to be successful is that natural chemistry.
Yes.
It's just that's all men want. I'm gonna just speak.
That's it. That's it.
I'm gonna speak for her. And
That's it.
Let me cook some more, please.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna let him cook.
Hold on. Do all that.
Keep going.
This is men and women. This is why I'm saying that everybody overthink relationships, and all it is to be successful is to just come across that person. It's 1 billion people on this planet. You're gonna like more than one person. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care who you are. But when you get to that right person, it's the natural chemistry. And that's what changes everything. Your thinking, the way you move throughout the day, everything. That's all it is. I'm just being, and the reason I'm speaking on this, and I'm not, I just speak the truth like I told y'all from the beginning. It's not a lot of gray with me. The reason I'm speaking on this, anything I talk about, I either been through it or I lived it. It's not an opinion with me. That's why it was kind of hard for me to come on your show, because I know I'm going to just come to you raw with it. But this is why I say this, because I'm married right now. So the dating stuff, the questions like that, I can't really answer. But the reason I say this is because I was a player like most men were in their 20s.
Oh,
Girl,
come on.
you
Hey,
know.
hold on. You getting this? Okay, go ahead.
Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real. We always out here, doing what we do. That's just being truthful. But then you get to a certain age and a certain maturity where that stuff you realize really ain't got no value to it. And then when you come across that person that show you that you can build or something, or it can be more, the next level, the next chapter in your life, that's when you change everything. And the woman I'm with right now, I've been with her since 1998.
Oh, that's
And the
great.
the natural chemistry that I'm talking about, we just crossed each other paths on the first day that we met each other. But the crazy thing about it, not being planned or anything, we've been in each other's life from the first day we crossed paths to present. So that's why I say all that added stuff that can be avoided. A lot of that stuff is self-inflict, and we do it to ourselves on both sides, men and women, and that's what make it difficult. Instead of just, hey, all right, let me communicate with this person. Let's talk, converse, whatever. Go out, have a couple sit downs. And if that energy right, that's when you make your move to go to the next step. It's that simple.
Wow. I like that. Okay, listen. I mean, I want to say something about that. Since you say you met her, y'all been together, 1998. Now, here's a question here. So, can two unhealed people build something healthy?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
100.
That's not even hard to answer.
Yeah, that's 100.
Okay, let's go for it then. Let's give some other truth to that. Let's go see. Look, here go. Ursula said, Ursula, Chicago. Two imperfect people coming together to enjoy this life. So,
because you might be what the other person was missing, needed.
It takes determination. It takes truth, communication, all that. Because if you're willing to help each other through your woes and woes, you become one. One can't help one through something and the other one is not through it. No, them two have to be committed to help each other and get through their imperfections.
Right.
That's the only way it's going to work. True communication and determination to help each other get through their imperfection. And just remember, we all have imperfection.
Yeah.
No one is perfect, and you may not be able to heal through everything. But if you two come to an agreement that this imperfection I can live with, and this one I won't, why can't they live? Be happy with each other?
Yeah, Jesse Fowler said, hey, you better heal first, then you need to start dating. What's your thoughts on that one?
That's not necessarily, but I respect whoever that is. I can't see if it's male or female. Yeah. That's not
wrong. That statement is not wrong.
But
it's easy.
From my perspective, either way, if that was true, nobody in here, nobody that stepped out of my office would be in a relationship. It's not about healing. It's about understanding. And it's about knowing. It's about trusting. Love, trust, and if you have to heal first, then nobody's gonna be. But if that's how that person feels and that's how they do their thing, then that's okay for them. But that's what works in real life.
Gotcha. What you say?
It's okay to heal first, but then okay. So then you heal, and then the young lady that you meet, she may not be healed. Are you willing to help her through what you just went through?
But are we? Let me throw this in here and just mess it all up. Are we ever healed?
Yeah, you heal a different.
Are we always? It's always something. I don't think we're ever truly all the way healed. That's just my opinion.
Healing is about managing the things that happen to you, and if in a relationship, communicating with that person. So I'm healed from my trauma. It's not what her trauma is, but if my healing and I can understand hers, then that works. Like Sam said, it's
Like
about
Sam said.
somebody put know yourself first. I say understand yourself first because knowing change. So healing, if you know, healing isn't about you get in a car accident. 3 years, you all messed up. You driving down the road, and every now and then a car come by you and you flinch. You're healed, but every now and then you'll flinch. But if the person next says you okay and doesn't make a big deal out of it because they understand trauma, then you
Right.
find somebody that wants to find you, and there's a work. But if you find somebody that don't care what you're going through, then you screwed.
There you go. You did a sneaky cuss word. I think that was a sneaky.
I
That
mean,
was a sneaky cuss word. Okay. I just want you to know. Hey, who else got some thoughts on this? Because what I'm gonna do, hold your thought. I'm gonna say anybody's on Facebook and you're looking on my page, you know, there's a link there that you can definitely just click on and come on up and put you on stage with us. And we want to hear what you got to say. So Mellow George, you on Facebook? I see that. Ursula, I'm seeing now. Okay. Kimberly, or she just said something. Relationship should be healing you and growing you. I like that. Okay, Kimberly, or if somebody want to jump on, come on. We waiting on you. We ready. We ready. And as they said, we ain't scared. We ain't scared. Okay. If you need to. But in the meantime, you know, like I said, you know, you just have to have the dedication, you know, that hey, you're willing to be with that perfect person because nobody's really perfect at all. Okay. Okay, here we go. Next question. While we waiting on somebody to jump on, we ready? We ready? Okay, listen. Can you rebuild trust after it's been broken? Uh-oh.
Yes.
Sam, I knew you was gonna say something. I can tell. Sam, you need we can't see your
again,
face all the way.
okay. All right.
Okay, I can
So,
see you.
all right. So again, once again, now, do you want to put in the work to rebuild that trust? That's the question. The average person do not, once it's been damaged and it goes to, because I think you had one eye question is mentally. If it's affecting you mentally and it's causing you pain, you might want to rethink that. You might want to rethink that. But you got to ask yourself, are you willing to go through what it takes to regain that trust? And vice versa. That person who broke that trust, is he willing to go through it to prove that he can be trusted or she can be trusted? If not, then it becomes, you all might want to talk it out and go your separate ways.
That's true. But
But
listen,
it's still about
depends on what the
communicating.
offense was in my world.
Right. It depends on the.
It depends on what the
depend on.
offense was. It depends on what it was.
No, not necessarily. Okay, check this out.
To me.
So,
To me.
I mean, to all of us, I understand, but it takes communication.
yes, it does.
That's the key. Because do you think our mothers and our fathers been together for 50 and 60 years and they did not go through some of the same things? Nothing new is under the sun. Right. And they still together. So when you talk to the older people, now it may not have been right to you, may not have been right, but you have people out there that been here 50 and 60, been married 50 and 60 years and went through a lot more than what we have, and they persevere. So don't think that the it only matters to the two that's in that relationship. We all gonna be judged, period. But at the end of the day, does your relationship, does it matter if I think something about your relationship? No, I can care less what you think about my relationship. If I choose to stay with her, if I choose to move, that's my decision, or that's her decision.
Well, let me get some of these comments here because they kind of burning up stuff now. Okay, this kind of messed up some folks on this question here. Wait a minute. So let me say, I'm thinking Kimberly Orr is saying to you that's a different time. I think she going to Sam. Here we go. Let me see what Tanita said. That doesn't mean that trust was resolved. I'm thinking, Tanita, and you help me out, that even though our parents stayed and all that, it was a different time. And and at that time and stuff, women need the men for real, for real. They need some money, right? So they might go on and forgive. Okay, I'm sorry, Bruce, you laugh. They need some money, man. I'm gonna forgive you too, real quick. It don't mean that I'm gonna go on and say I trust you, because I can tell you right now, my mom went to her grave still talking about 1957. Okay, so it's like, what? Why you there? Because she could not trust. Go ahead, Danny. What you saying?
I'm glad you said that, because I talk to a lot of older people. Even though they stay together, they can tell you something about what granddaddy did, that she never forgave him, but she's still with him. Like you say, sometimes it's for to make their living arrangements good. I don't want to start over. He's familiar, blah blah blah. But guess what? If you talk to some of them cats that came up from the South, they got kids outside. They got a whole lot of stuff going on that went on. But an old guy told me the only reason we together because we didn't get divorced. That don't mean that don't.
Boy, that's a good one.
That don't mean we resolved it. However, that just means that I was willing to accept it and say, okay, we're gonna try to move past this. But that's why sometimes when bad things happen and people get angry, they bring those bad things up. And that happens. And I don't care how long you've been together. Listen to some of those stories that your old auntie or your grandmother or your parents have. Those stories. Those stories are real, and some of those women stayed together because they were not in position.
Right.
And I agree. So, but you gotta. They don't trust them per their situation, but they trust them enough to still be with them. What you say about that? They trust them enough to carry on the mission. They trust them enough to say. They trust them enough to say, "Okay, I'm just gonna go through it." I'm not saying they forgave him or trust him of the action in which it caused damage. But the point is, they trust him enough to move forward.
That's good right there, Sam. That's good. Well, they trust him enough because they hungry and they got some kids and they know that he gonna be good for that money. Okay, I'm sorry. Just going, I go there. He good for that part, but he tripping over here. Okay, I don't take the fact that he be tripping, but I know. I'm just talking about what my mama did. Okay, my mama took a lot of stuff off my father. But she knew that she needed some money. Okay, at that time, whatever, right? The woman didn't have that job outside, right, or whatever, So she was there. So that's what you're saying, I think, Sam, that she can trust him to be that provider, but she can't trust him over here to act right on some other little things he might be doing, right?
Well, hey, man, this Mike.
Yeah, I mean, and again, it's all about communication. Yeah, hey, my mom went through the same thing. A lot of other parents went through a lot of things, but yet it's still, you ask your mom, "Hey, mom, why didn't you walk away? Why didn't you walk away?" You trust them enough to continue to move forward.
Right.
Or you trust them enough to say, "Okay, I'm going to put this in the back of my head. All right. I'm going to try to dismiss this for the betterment of my family, for the betterment of my family." But yet it's still, as we grow up, we see things that is abnormal. And it becomes normal because we're young. And so now you got little ones going out in society thinking the abnorm is normal.
That's
okay.
Right.
You said.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Go ahead, Bruce. I'm gonna jump in here real quick. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bruce.
I think that what everybody's saying is right, but understand what we're the part that we're not talking about. We keep talking about men cheating, and women staying. You need a people cheat, and the person that chooses to stay stays, like Sam said, for a particular reason. Because if we're saying that women are staying back in the day because they couldn't afford to move, then you have to ask, why did the men stay who were cheated on? They could afford to move.
But
Because,
Bruce, as I told you before, Bruce, this ain't this.
no,
that.
I'm saying, like Sam said, people stay for a reason. People make up their mind. You know, you can do these things, but I'm gonna take a hit on this. The men, I loved her. Okay, or maybe I didn't do what I needed to do, but I stayed. So we have to be.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing, Bruce, but look, I gotta put this up here because it's gonna set it on fire. Wait, hold on, I got the wrong one. Women don't cheat.
That's
Women
bullshit.
don't cheat. Bruce,
Women
you know
cheat.
what, Bruce?
So
Bruce, you know, Bruce.
If women don't cheat, who these men cheating with?
Bam.
Thank
you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel.
Most of the time when he cheating with somebody else's woman.
Right. You need to do that again.
I'm just gonna
say that one more time. Say that one more time, bro. Say that one more time.
Most of the time when he cheating with somebody else's woman.
No, the other one.
That's a good one.
If women don't cheat, who the man cheating with? Say that.
Who the man cheating with? If women don't cheat, who he cheating with? He cheating with somebody else's woman, or if he's cheating, she already know the rules.
Wait, she ain't playing with y'all. You know, Tanita don't back down. They be single. The men be married.
No, that's not true. No.
Okay, no. Ho.
No.
And they be
Mac, you gotta say something. Mac, you gotta say something.
I'm good. I'm gonna let y'all have this one. I done done enough. But here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna say.
Hold on. I'm the leader here. Okay, just one minute. I'm one of them bossy women. Okay, let's do it. Okay, Bruce, I'm giving you 2 seconds. Now say it. Okay. Go ahead, Bruce.
Without cussing.
Go ahead, Bruce. You can say it.
That's nonsense. The women, some women cheat are single, some are married. That's not no. And women cheat. Whether they're single or married, they're cheating with a married man, or they cheat with a married woman. Let's not be delusional and say all this is one-sided.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just Tanita don't be playing. I love me some Tanita. Tanita, don't you get that thing come on this stage and don't play. It's 9 times as many women as it is men.
And all the women. Hey,
Mac, what you got to say? Mac, what you got to say?
This is all I want to say. Go back to what we said at the beginning.
This is good.
Here, I'm gonna just wrap it back around, bring it back around. What was we talking about? What is love, right? We was asking at the beginning what love was, right? What people forget in a lot of this, love is also a choice.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That outweighs what you think love should be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To talk about what Sam was talking about. And a lot of people don't acknowledge that. Love is, everybody think love is just a feeling. And love is not just a feeling. Love is a choice. And that's why you have our parents that have been together for 50, 60 years. And it wasn't because they couldn't go somewhere or didn't have the means to, or was scared. It was a choice. And love is a choice. And now I'm going to be quiet again and let y'all do y'all thing. Go ahead.
Wait, hold on before y'all jump in. Mike, what you got to say? Mike, see, your screen is black. It's like you ain't.
And that's why I don't like the screen being black.
Because we can't see what you're doing, Sneaky Pete.
No. And I disagree. There's more women that cheat than men.
Way more.
Oh.
And women are a lot more discreet than us knucklehead men.
I went to Lincoln.
There's no right answer to that, Mike. Mike, there's no right answer.
I know, but I just want to make sure we're clear. Women cheat more than men.
Everybody do it. Just leave it at that. Everybody do it.
Well, leave it at that.
I'm gonna keep it simple for y'all. I'm gonna keep it simple.
This is good. This got really wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. This was what Jesse Fowler said.
But hold on.
Too many men have to cheat. Too many
Now, let me
women
see.
and men have to cheat. Oh, Jesse, get Jesse.
Men
Women
have
on
to
there,
cheat.
get him. Get him.
Who's saying that? Somebody.
Jesse.
Anyway,
Jesse saying that.
stop. Jesse, stop.
You can't tell him to stop. You don't know him, Bruce.
I'm not saying it like that. And don't defend Jesse because you didn't defend me. What's going on with you and Jesse? You didn't defend me.
Hey, hold on. I don't even know Jesse, Bruce. Stop tripping.
Hey, so to that, go back. She said it's 9 times women more than men. Okay, but just to prove her statement wrong,
come on, Sam.
All it takes is one. If one woman cheat, then women cheat. So her statement was women don't cheat. Now, it's more women that's married that cheat. Women, society is greedy. We'll all be.
What y'all saying on here for?
Society is greedy. A lot of times, one woman is not enough for a man, and one man is not enough for a woman.
Oh, stay right there.
I'm just keeping it real. That's why you have so many. That's why it has increased in swinging.
Yep.
I mean, I don't want to get too far off into other subjects, but it's out there. It's out there. And the only reason why I say that is on a day-to-day basis, I'm investigating all these things. What? So you wouldn't imagine what's out there.
Right.
Wow. Sam, you know
and
what?
I'm talking about
use this sound yet, but I'm gonna
use it. We need that because society has gotten wild.
Wow.
It's been wild. It's been wild. It just bring it to the forefront.
To them old heads.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I got one for you. Most of the time, the men cheat first.
No. How do you know? Whoever's saying that.
No.
What was the question?
How do you know that?
It ain't no question. I'm taking comments. Most of the time, men cheat first.
Yeah, sometimes women cheat first.
No.
It happened.
Who come up with that statistic?
It happened.
Yeah,
it happened.
No statistics.
And it goes back to my
statistics is out of this.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
You take that comment, and she said that. So she's saying most of the time men cheat first. Y'all gotta say no, we don't. That's all.
Miss Merle.
It sounds like she need to heal.
She need to heal bad.
Yeah. To make that statement, sound like she got to heal. Yeah, or she just wanted to toy with us.
Miss Annabelle, you my friend. That's not me. Okay. I didn't say
no.
And I don't even know. And I don't even know Annabelle. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is you just need to heal because every man don't cheat first. And you got to understand why men do cheat. Because maybe they not getting what they need to get at home, or they communication, or communication. But whoever the case might be.
So a woman who cheats, so they cheat the most, they cheat too, they just more discreet or whatever. Okay, the same goes for her, right? She might not be satisfied for home or whatever. Sam, I had somebody at that one event that we were there the last time. They told me, Marilyn, you be knowing so many men. Won't you just help me out? I'm already married though. I'm like, what?
Point.
Just ask. I'm like, what? I mean,
Bruce,
that's
what
her
you
thing. I'm not judging. That's her thing.
Bruce, that's the point, right?
That proves his point.
Yeah, that's to prove his point. And then
I'm just saying, okay. Let me see here. Most of the time, let me see with Cherie. Cherie, what's up? Most of the time, it's not about trusting him enough to stay. It's about dependability of what he offered that caused her to stay. She going back to the fact about, hey, she stayed because the dependability, right? And I get that as well, you know. But hey, it is exactly 8 o'clock, and I promised this from 7 to 8, but this started getting juicy right at the point where we start talking about cheat. When that came up, everybody woke up. What's up with that? Okay.
No, that's because your questions in the beginning were conservative.
Yes.
When you hit that point, we should have jumped running because I
don't think I could take it. I don't think I could take it if I had that at the beginning. I was like, no, okay, I can't do this. But hey, look, let me tell you something. This got really heated up about this cheat. Y'all flipped out, okay? Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna ask one more question. Here's my question. All right. One more. Have you ever stayed too long, and why?
Never.
Who is that, Bruce? Bruce.
Never.
I'm with him.
I know you stay long. They probably put you out. What's up, Bruce?
No. I'm with Bruce. I'm with Bruce.
Never. And I say never because no matter, there's 6 of us or 5 men in here, and I know pretty much some of them. Mm-hmm. And in every relationship, nobody can, like, I can't stay as long as Sam can't stay, Mike, we can't stay as long as Chad or the other brother, I don't know his name. You stay until you're ready to go. Yeah. There is no long that you stay until you're ready to go. Then it's over.
That's it.
Stay until the torture is over.
Well,
I get that.
Because doing that and stressing yourself out, that's considered torture. Then you carry that on to the next relationship.
Oh my God,
guess what happened when you take it to the next relationship? You tend to treat that person
the way you would
see those signs.
The way you've been treated.
That person just like the other person. You know what I'm saying? So we have a condition.
Thing messed me up.
We have a condition, and it ain't even childhood trauma. That's adult relationship trauma. Because at this particular age, all of us who are not have been in a long-term relationship, then been through other relationships, and we keep getting the same. Some of the women that been in relationships getting the same results that they got 20 years ago.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Is that you like this dude because he talked to you rough, or you like this dude because it could be your form of
love and understanding.
Love is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Danny, they just said something good to you. Okay, that's why I had that little bomb here. But look, I'm going back to this.
It's not over. It's not over until it's over. That's it.
Until it's what?
It ain't over until it's over.
Okay.
When you get
going back to this,
when you get sick and tired, you get sick and tired.
Okay, right. I'm gonna go back to this because she just got on. But this is what Cherie says: cheaters are counterfeiters.
No, they're not. They as real as shit. That's like saying that people that stay and don't leave when they're cheated on are counterfeiters.
Oh,
yeah, because they get more out of they probably get more out of cheaters than they do with.
Right, exactly.
They number one.
Cheaters are real, especially once you go there cheating.
What did you say?
Cheating.
They probably get more out of their cheaters than the one they with.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell it, Sam. And if they're cheaters or counterfeiters, and once I know you gave me counterfeit money, why do I keep taking counterfeit money from Sam?
Because I can spend. I found a place to spend that counterfeit money at.
That
everybody won't take it. I found some place to spend it.
Right.
So Mac, you stay out of this, Mac.
Until you get caught.
Your happiness. Your happiness.
Like Mac and be laid back, but I can't. At some point, I got to get
wrong. I mean, I'm learning this. I'm digging this.
So your happiness is counterfeit. So when you out with number 2 or number 3, your happiness is counterfeit.
And it's counterfeit because
that's what I'm saying.
It's counterfeit because you didn't have the guts to tell a person that thinks is real, I'm gonna go cheat. That is not counterfeit. And if they agree and you don't take away their choice, then it's all real. But if you don't tell the person the truth that what you're doing and let them stay or go, then like Sam said, it's counterfeit.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, it's counterfeit. Hey, you know what, you guys, let me tell y'all this. This has been real. And you're right, Danny. I did start up a little bit like you guys trying to get warm, but once we start talking about cheating, I don't know why everybody sparked up. I don't know. Y'all, I ain't saying
because it exists and people are in relationships and that's happening and people want to say no, that
Yep.
you know
I'm
it's not
here.
happening. Yeah, it's
Oh,
happening.
let me throw this
Listen,
in.
I'm a side piece therapist, so I know.
Let me
okay. But let me ask you this.
let me
You laugh, Sam.
Hey, he said he the side piece therapist.
I'm a
Right.
You know,
side piece therapist.
Okay.
Okay, so let me go this. Let me do
Good
this right now so we can
Good night.
end this. Hold on, Bruce. Let me end this and say, I'm gonna let you guys each say one thing profoundly as we wrap this up. Okay. I'm gonna start with you. Bruce, started off. One word
Oh,
that
yeah.
you want to throw out there from all this.
For everybody that prescribes to some spiritual or religious thing, biblically, you can only cheat if you're married. If you're not married and you're dating and you haven't married the person, that's not cheating. That's betrayal. That's not telling the truth. Only in marriage can you cheat. If you ain't married and the dude knocking off 10 other chicks, that's just he lied to you. That ain't cheating. Only in marriage. Because you can only cheat on your wife and cheat on your husband. You can't cheat on your side chick or the chick that you met at 7-Eleven. So let's make that clear.
All right, then, Bruce. Bruce, look, you something else, some Bruce. Okay, let's go on with. Thanks, Bruce. Let's go on, Mr. Danny. Go on, say what you guys say right now. Right now.
Well, I'm gonna say this because most of it boils down to from my perspective boils down to love. What you love, how do you love, what's your love language, and is it possible to say what you might be doing or what you done in the past relationship? I can deal with some of that. I can work with it and I have to address it when it comes up. Hey, look, I don't like that. I don't you hanging out with your friends. It's 4:00, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And in the corner of mine, I'm thinking that you out doing something. If you say you ain't doing nothing, you told me you wasn't doing something. But that's like telling a child, what I tell you was gonna happen when I caught you doing what you did. I'm either gonna leave or now I have to alter the relationship, and I have to make the relationship what I want it to be versus I'm accommodating you more than you accommodate me. So, and it boils down to love to me.
Okay,
We just need to learn how to love.
that's right. Okay, Mr. Mac,
Yes, ma'am.
you have been just so profoundly just laying back, just checking it out.
Hey,
What's
that's
your
the
final
only
word?
way you evolve. That's the only way you evolve. You gotta observe.
Come on,
And
let's
I'm gonna
do
keep
it.
it. I'm gonna keep
Final
it
word.
simple. I'm gonna keep it simple. Just my advice to everybody is throw away the applications. Try to limit yourself on. Try to limit yourselves online, and go with the natural chemistry, because everybody overthinking everything. I'm gonna just keep
Yes.
it like that. I'm gonna be honest with you, and don't forget this either. Love is not just a feeling or something that somebody do for you. It is a choice. Like I told y'all, I've been together with my woman a long time. It ain't been peaches and cream the whole time, but we choose to love each other despite what it is. And all of that started with just natural chemistry, because it's only going to work if you can be yourself, your true self, with whoever you decide to settle down with and grow with. Anything else is those acts and games that y'all was talking about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it because I'm perfect or me and my wife relationship perfect, but the natural chemistry works because that is priceless. You can't, if you can't be your true self with somebody, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna not say you can't do it, but it's gonna be hard. And the natural chemistry, it does it for you. It does it for you. You don't have to try. Just be who you are. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Wait a minute, let me just say this, man. Tanita said that's beautiful. Now, Tanita don't really play about this stuff here for real, but she said that's beautiful. Okay.
I'm just speaking
Man,
truth. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
I might have give a sound right here. Let me give you this. All right, let me give you this.
Boy.
I had to do something. Let me go to the next person. Mr. Sam. Damn, come on, let's tell me what's up, what's up, what's up. Okay.
I agree with all the fellas, but at the end of the day, we're all grown, and I like to believe that we are at a certain maturity. So one of my principles would always say RCC: responsibility, choices, and consequences. We are responsible for the choices that we make, or we suffer the consequences. If you get in a relationship and you agree on it, you got to fight your way through it. You're going to get heartaches and pains. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. Just because you see something that is abnormal don't mean you can't work through it.
Okay.
But when we out here making these choices, just remember responsibility, choices, and the consequences. We are responsible for the choices we make, or we have to suffer the consequences, or there will be consequences. You got to put on your big things and be mature about it and handle about it. Because you know one thing for sure, it's not going to be 110%. It's the question we ask ourselves is, what am I going to do when it happened? And it goes back. Max said, I'm a problem solver. I got to figure a solution because it's going to happen.
That's what I'm
What is it you're going to do when it happens? How you going to work that out?
Wow. I'm going to tell
you going to walk away or run?
You must have messed everybody up. Annabelle said that she liked your truth. She said, keep on being true to yourself and your wife. Okay. And then also, she's saying to you, Sam, I agree with that 110%. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Don't deny me, y'all. I got to do something. Oh, I got a problem. I love these little sound effects. Okay. All right. and then Mellow Joy say, hey, preach, preach, preach. All right, Mr. Mike, let's go forward.
Hey, there's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to be profound. Everything has already been said.
Oh.
And the other question, that the statement that was made about this cheating part, just know, if you cheat, and just be prepared for that Monopoly game that get out of free card.
What? Get out of jail free? Is that what you're saying?
All right. Yep.
Oh my. Okay.
I got a stack of those.
But look.
Hey, that's the side piece doctor. That's Dr. Side Piece.
I'm a side piece therapist.
Hey, that's Dr. Side Piece. That's Dr. Side Piece.
See, let me tell y'all something. Hey, y'all, look, this has been real. I don't have no final comments outside of I really enjoyed you guys. And I know one thing. Next time I'm gonna come straight on and say, y'all cheat, or what y'all say about cheating?
You gotta get to it.
That's gonna blow it up. That's gonna blow it up. I'm like, good Lord Jesus. Okay. But anyway, I'm going to release these gentlemen now back to the green room, and then I'm going to end this. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on. I appreciate y'all so much. So, Danny, I'm putting you down, and then I'm going to remove Mr. Mac, and I'm going for Sam, and then I'm going for Mike, and of course, last but not least is Mr. Bruce Rose. Okay. So, hey, this has been really moving and stirring and riveting, if you will. But hey, you all have been listening to Marilyn Green. I'm the hostess with the mostest, and we were on Girl, What Don't You Know? Okay. Most of the time I'm by myself, but sometimes I got to bring some subject matter experts in here, okay, to help me get through this. So, but nevertheless, that's the end of the show. And hey, you guys go like, subscribe, do the comments. Y'all been blowing the comments up, and I appreciate everybody that's been hanging in there. And we could have talked. That cheating thing blew it up like explosion. But until next time, this is Marilyn Green signing off, and peace.